Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Today, I will be saying every Premier League's team's worst ever away kit. So I did this with the home kits a couple weeks ago. I've done their best ever kits. So now it's time for the worst away kit. So I'll just go through every team. I'll show you the kit. I'll say why I don't like it, and let me know if you agree in the comments below. Let's get into it. Arsenal, we've got, I believe it's the last season away kit. It's the yellow brown. Ugh. Do I really describe why I don't like it? I mean, first of all, right, the yellow on it has like holes in it, so it looks like one of those bibs you wear at like football training, to see the one team in bibs, one team non-bibs, and then it's got brown squiggles all over it. Like, what the hell is that meant to be? And then it's got blue logos and sleeve cuffs and stuff. Like, where does that even fit in? Like, this is such a bad kit. Like, I don't know how people actually like this. I don't know what, like Adidas, right? Basically, every Arsenal kit they've made has been so good, but this one is so bad. But until this one, they were on such a good streak, and they've returned this season with three pretty good kits. But this is just horrible, man. Bad job for that one. Aston Villa, I think it's from like 2014, 15, something like that. Ugh, very lime green. The Aston Villa badge stands out very much right now. I wish they kind of changed the color scheme. The sponsor's a bit ugly. The color's very ugly. Looks like a goalkeeper shirt or a referee shirt. Like, it's something you expect goalkeepers to wear, and it's the type of color that you see the referee wearing. Like, this isn't something that I expect to see a Premier League. I don't know if they might be in Championship at this point, but still a big club wearing as a kit. Ugh, bad job. Bournemouth, I think it's around the same time as the other one, mid 2010s. It's horrible. I think this is the same season as the home kit I picked. First of all, what is that gradient? It's like a half and half weird gradient blue and black thing. At least they changed the badge colors, which is something good. But there's just JD logos everywhere. And then also the sponsor is so bad. Why is it so big and high and I don't even need to describe why I hate this. You just get it instantly. But Bournemouth had some horrible kits throughout the early to mid 2010s. Like, until about 2018, all their kits were so bad. Brentford, we've got this yellow one. It's similar to the home kit. I think it's about right around the same era because they've got that horrible sponsor that they also had on the home kit one. Why is it in a white box? Why is it blue and red? It looks like a goalkeeper shirt as well. It's bright yellow with some sort of black design on like the shoulders, sort of collarbone area. It's just not very nice. Like, Brentford didn't really have any good kits until like they moved to Umbro in like 2017, I believe, something like that. I was looking through and I saw, Brighton. We've got this season's. It's not that bad. It's just the Brighton logo. I think I said this on the away kit ranking video I did a couple weeks ago as well. The Brighton logo should be yellow and black. There should not be gaps for the American Express. It just looks weird. And the weird sort of collar thing with the little pointy triangles is just really ugly. Like, it's not that bad inherently, but there's just things that could be fixed. And Brighton, honestly, they've had some pretty good away kits. Like, they normally go pretty simple, so there's not one that majorly stands out until this one. Chelsea. I know this is popular with some people, but this sort of thing that clubs used to do with the huge, like, shoulder blocks. Look, I know it looks better when they're wearing it, but it still looks horrible. Like, it's just weird, man. Like, it's just grey. It looks like carpet. I've got some weird little stripy pattern in the top sort of quarter of the kit. They've just got some massive orange lines up the side. Like, I know it was quite a trendy thing back then. Well, not trendy, but like teams did it a lot, but it just looks so bad. Like, I don't know what they were thinking with that. Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace had some horrible kits around the same time Bournemouth did as well. So early 2010s. This one's just really bad. Like, the yellow and blue is alright. I wish the blue was a bit darker though, because Crystal Palace normally have a bit darker blue. The sponsor's really ugly. I don't know why is there like two blue stripes separated by a tiny bit of yellow. Just make it all blue. And then the logos are like half in the blue, half in the yellow. And they're also tiny. It's just weird, man. It's just ugly, but not very good job by whoever made that. I can't even read it 'cause it's so small. Everton, ugh, what is this? Um, I've gone with the yellow and black, which inherently isn't bad, but there's like blue sort of floating around in a diagonal pattern. What is that about? The sponsor's horrible. The stripes sort of fade, which I'm not against. Like, it's not too bad. It says Everton FC as well, just at the bottom of the shirt in the middle. I don't know why. The centralized badge I am a fan of, but why is the Everton logo so small? Why is the sponsor so ugly? Why is it's just a bit weird. Fulham, we've got, I think this might be like 2013 or something. It's actually not that bad. Like, if they didn't have that big white box, it'd be pretty nice. But the white box just ruins it. It looks really ugly, out of place. I mean, the sleeves are quite ugly as well. Like, I don't know why they've picked that color as the sleeves. Just make it red or white. Like, if the sleeves were also white, they'd actually be like nowhere near the bottom of the list. But it's just really ugly, and there's a bit of a mismatch. Ipswich next. We've got, it's the same season as the home kit, I think, because it's the same sponsor at least. It's just a template that so many clubs used around the time, mostly on goalkeeper shirts though. Like, this looks like a goalkeeper shirt. It's orange, which is a bit ugly. The Ipswich badge doesn't really fit in with the color scheme, and the sponsor's really weird as well. Like I mentioned it in the home kit video. It's just weird. You see a bit of a pattern that a lot of the team's best and worst kits are from a similar era, just due to the like sponsors, the like shirt sponsor, and the overall theme they were going for at the time. It's just a bit weird. Next up, we've got Leicester. This is also this season. I believe I picked their home kit as well for this season. It's just weird, man. It's like a weird version of Arsenal's kit. The sponsor's horrible. And they've got some weird little like grainy pink and green design. I don't know what that's about. It's just weird. Like, I don't know. It's just ugly as hell. Let's have some horror kits this season. Next up, we got Liverpool. This one's so bad that it's almost good. Like, it's so ugly that I almost kind of like it. I don't know what that little diamond pattern thing is at the bottom, but it's really weird. Huge side panels as well. Like, when I see this kit, I think of Suarez. I don't even know if he played in this one. I've seen pictures of it, but it's just a horrible kit. The Liverpool logo's in yellow, but the other stuff's in red. Like, this era of Liverpool kits was so bad. Like, there were so many to pick from. Like, when they were sponsored by Warrior, some of the worst collection in years. Ever, in fact. Next up, we have Man City. A similar thing to the Chelsea one. It's got that big side block panel. You know when you're like, it's like a transparent picture, and then there's like that weird square thing in the background. That's what it looks like. If this was just red and black, it'd be so nice. Man City logos in a shield, and the panels just completely ruin it. Like, again, this was a thing at the time, but I don't know why it's a thing at the time when it's just absolutely horrible. So yeah, bad job, Man City. Next up, we've got Man United. I believe this was last season's. Maybe it was the season before. I don't hate this as much as a lot of people do. But Man United actually have some pretty good kits, like as well with the home kit. Like, it's not actually bad kit, it's just the worst of a good bunch. Like, they tend to have pretty good kits. But yeah, it's just a weird color. The stripes are a bit out of place. They stop for this team viewer as well, so it's just a bit weird. But I don't hate it as much as other people. I actually kind of like it, but it's just like they always kind of have pretty good away kits. So yeah. Next up, we've got Newcastle. I don't know what this is. Am I being like colorblind, or are the sleeves orange and the sponsors green? Because I'm pretty sure that's the case, and it's horrible. I don't know what they were thinking. A big green box for the sponsor, but then orange sleeve things. Like, Newcastle as well in this era had some horrible kits as well. Like, until they moved to Puma, I think in like 20. Oh, this is Puma. Until they moved to Castor, sorry. They had some horrible kits as well. And they also, until like last season, they always had some big like Chinese betting sponsor as well, which just didn't fit in at all with the shirt. Next up, we got Nottingham Forest. What is this? Yellow and red, they go together sometimes, but sometimes they just look like Ronald McDonald. And I have no clue what that design is. I'm not even going to speak about it. It's just, I don't even look at it. I'm moving to the next one, but that's horrible. Next one is Southampton. They had a horrible season. I remember when these first came out, it was like the worst ever. Like, all three of the kits were so bad. They have a massive, ugly Chinese bedding sponsor, and they have like some weird sort of top panel-y thing, which is just inherently horrible. Yeah, it's just weird. It's just weird color as well. Like, it's not fully black. It's like dark grey. And I don't know. I don't really need to say much more. Next up, we got Spurs. I remember when this first came out and everyone was hating on it so much. It's not as bad as it was when they first designed it. But I mean, this is ugly. Like, it's sort of purpley. The centralized badge is nice. We got black sleeves and sort of lime greeny yellow the coloring cuffs. It's got that weird collar thing Nike seem to be doing as well, which is why Adidas are clear in my opinion. You know, maybe I should do a video ranking the best like kit companies or whatever. If you want to see a video on that, let me know. Also, if you want to see a video on like my favorite kits or my least favorite kits, you know, let me know about that. But yeah, I'm getting off topic. This is horrible. Next up, we got West Ham. I believe this is the same season as their home kit that I picked, which is following the bit of a trend I said before. I know that blue's their color, but it looks really ugly in this. I'm not against the stripe; it's nice, but the sponsor's just weird. It's just a massive box. Yeah, I do not like that one bit. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, it's horrible. Next up, well, finally, is Wolves with this goalkeeper-looking shirt from like 20 something, 2017, something like that. It's just weird color. Like, this is like, if the team wore this as their home kit, they'd have to change to play against Wolves, which is one another thing I find really annoying is when teams away kit or third kit clashes with the home kit. Like, when Newcastle have white away kits, it's like, why your home kit's got white on it? Same with when Chelsea had that blue kit last season. Like, they had a sort of black with blue away kit with a dark blue, like not dark blue, but decently dark blue home kit. It's just weird. I don't get when clubs do stuff like that. Like, yeah, I don't get it. Anyway, thanks for watching. I guess that's the end of the video. Like and subscribe, all that stuff. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.